Welcome to Rev Up Your Day with David Yanez. We want to take the next few minutes to encourage, build, and strengthen your faith. I believe that if we can bring men and women of God around you that believe strongly in faith and have a great prayer life, they're going to help change your life. Today's guest is Mr. Gerald Davis. He's an awesome man of God. You can find out more information about Gerald Davis at geralddavis.org.
God said that his plan for us was that we lend and not borrow. And then he added that you be the head and not the tail. It hit me broadside that when God talks about us being the head and not the tail, he's talking about actually the lending and the borrowing lifestyle as opposed to the no borrowing lifestyle. God said in Deuteronomy 15, you shall lend and not borrow. That doesn't mean that it's a sin to borrow. It just means that he will take you to the place, if you'll believe him for it, where you don't have to live off of other people's money and do your service and your businesses and run your personal life. You can do that by having God supply for you. But my God shall supply all of your need according to not what you have in the bank, according not your rich uncle or your grandpa, etc., or your dad, mom, but according to his riches in glory. Well, how do I get that? Well, you learn, you think, you read, you study the right materials, and you get information. Inspiration is good, and everybody likes to be inspired, but information is what will change your life. I've written a book on this subject, how to function in this economy according to heaven's economy. In there, I do a teaching on heads or tails, and I show where God will bless you and help you until you don't have room to receive it. That's a quote from Malachi 3. His plan is that we lend, be the head, that we be above and not beneath. His plan is that we be first, not last. His plan that we be the blesser, not the one who has to reach out to those that have it and ask them for it. God wants to give it to us. He wants us to go about being a blessing everywhere we go. The Lord spoke to me on one occasion and said, if you will always concentrate on being a blessing, you will seldom have to pray to receive one. So I do a lot of teaching along the lines of how to be a blessing, how to think in that pattern, and you'll watch and see when you learn these things that God will keep his promise if I can keep his principles.
Thank you for listening to Rev Up Your Day with David Yanez. For more information about our ministry and what we do and how things are happening, just visit us at davidyanezministries.com. Again, thank you for listening, and visit us again at davidyanezministries.com.